get a nap in before we get there. Keep an eye on the road for me, would you?
You know I hate when you do that.
Come on, you love it.
Oh my gosh.
You know, I wouldn't be doing this if maybe you'd give me just a little bit of attention.
You're so needy.
I am needy. Very much so.
You are, very much so. There.
I appreciate it. Now, please be quiet. This is my favorite song.
This was great. So anybody that's seen a bunch of horror films like myself knows that anything that starts in a car in the woods is not going to end well. But this was a really kind of interesting twist. I definitely thought that he was going to be the one that was going to get kidnapped or something like that. As he was going off to go pee before they made their campsite. So I thought that having her kind of hear a few things and then just completely disappear was great. I kind of like stories like this where they leave so much of it to the up to kind of the imagination of the audience, and they leave it so open-ended because then the audience kind of fills in what would be like their scariest moment or imagination, which I think can have a wider appeal sometimes to a larger audience.
One thing I really enjoyed about this film is that from the very beginning we got a great sense of their relationship. It didn't feel forced or like, you know, the writer was trying to make known or obvious this type of relationship that they had. We just saw it and it was so organic, just hearing them like joke around and like talk in the car. When they, you know, took their stop, I got so anxious when she started looking around because I was like, I thought something bad was gonna happen, and you know, I guess my instinct was right. And you know, it's so sad when he comes back and he's like looking for her and he doesn't know what's going on. And I think it was a great payoff. Like the setup in the beginning was that she put her phone inside of the glove box, and then the payoff was that like that was where her phone was instead of being with her. And yeah, I just like I wonder so much about what happened in that film, and I really wish it was longer. And like, because I was just like, I got really invested in it, in these characters. So yeah, I really enjoyed this film.
Both characters are really well established. You kind of get a sense for their relationship right immediately. The shot of Eve looking at pending danger or potential threat says it all. At the end, the unfortunate thing is that Eve's partner had asked her to put the phone away, and now the phone is not on her as per his request. Very abrupt and philosophic ending, and just made me wonder.
I really enjoyed the simplicity here and the just the interaction between these two actors and their performances. I thought there were some really delightful moments that just felt natural and just kismet. It was well done in that regard. And then the film is what it is. It's very simple. It's very straightforward. Kind of leaves you leaning in at the end, wondering. And that silence it lingers on in the end, I thought was really nice touch. And just, yeah, really well done short. Worth checking out.
So simple, but at the same time, it's one of the most unnerving things. They always talk about when somebody just vanishes into thin air and you get goosebumps on your arm, because they really lulled us into caring about these characters too, which gave that final punch at the end. You could tell that they loved each other. They were going to go on a great camping trip, and we felt safe. We had no reason to think that anything was amiss until that one look from her, and she's gone.
Really fascinating film that definitely left me with more questions than answers. It was very simplistic in the shooting, the location, even with the sound. It was very quiet. It was very peaceful. The filmmakers did a good job of establishing that the phone was a very important piece, a very important thing to her, and the fact that she left it behind shows that she did not leave on purpose, or she didn't leave with the intention of not coming back. So I really liked this. It was very intriguing, and I would love to know more. I'm sure everyone would love to know more.
Is very mysterious. It leaves us off with a cliffhanger and really rises and falls in the audience's reaction to the ending. You know, what happened to Eve? It's all about Eve. What happened to Eve is really the question that hangs in your mind by the end of it. And we aren't given many context clues to what the answer to that could be. Horror fans certainly can derive plenty of different answers simply even by the locale of the short film itself being set in the woods. I mean, we can go to it being some kind of animal or creature responsible for her disappearance, some witch or other kind of malevolent spirit. The locale definitely helps broaden the imagination of what could be the cause of this, or did she just leave on her own? So it very much has an eerie and mysterious vibe to it.
Biggest mystery to Milk to me is the title and that random conversation that they have right before she disappears. We need milk, but it is a mystery on what they're doing and why they would need milk for whatever it is that they are. What I love about this show and what Peter Nogueira doubtlessly understands is the basic terror behind simplicity. We have no idea what happened to Eve, and the fact that she doesn't have her phone is detailed as more than an inconvenience. It is a telltale sign that something has happened to her. Even though we saw her put it away, there's just something very definite about the fact that she is gone by the fact that he rediscovered her cell phone in the glove compartment. And I think that it was Peter Nogueira's talent at representing simplicity behind that. The only thing that just staggers, just absolutely confounds me is, what does milk mean? And I'm going to probably think about that all night long, which is what movie making is all about, isn't it?